Hey guys, Sober for Life here, Daphne. I want to talk to you today a little bit about getting up in the morning and a routine to start, especially very early in sobriety, because we know when we pop them eyes open, the first thing we're thinking about is drinking and drugging. We want to put something in our body that's going to change the way we feel, right? Numb us out pretty much. So the first thing in the morning, I try to, when I open my eyes, I try to say, thank you God for, keeping me. And let me put a little disclaimer in here. I'm not religious. I just pray, and I pray to something that's a God that, not the God of my childhood, because that was a punishing God. I pray to something that's higher than me that loves me, and that took time to cultivate. Okay, so whether you pray to the cat, you pray to the ocean, nature, the universe, Gus. A friend of mine says, "Great universal spirit." I'm fine. I don't care. But praying, just the action of praying will help. They say when the body moves, the mind will follow. Okay, so it may be backwards, but that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, so I pray. Just thank you for keeping me sober. Thank you for let me be healthy. Thank you for my pets, and thank you for my life in sobriety. Thank you for all the people that helped me get here. And thank you for keeping me and my family and everybody I love safe today. There's a few readings that I do, and I won't go through all that with you. But there's a email that you can get every day, and it's called Transitions Daily. We'll put a link in the bio. It's free. They'll send it to your email every day. You can pop it open because the first thing we do is grab that phone. So we're gonna when we grab that phone, we'll have this email every day. And it's got 4 or 5 different readings. It's got acronyms. It's got meditations. It's got prayers. It's got like 3 or 4 different daily affirmations and daily readings to kind of get you focused and set your intention for the day, which is staying sober, living a good life, doing the next right thing, and being the person that you are meant to be. Okay. Let's see, prayer for the day, and then you can click to join. Like I said, it's free. I'll put the link in the bio. You can get it every day. Meditation, and there's another app. It's called Insight Timer, and that has like 2 or 3 minute, sometimes guided meditations, or just me personally, I like the Tibetan singing bowls. It calms me down. I like that. And if I can meditate for 30 seconds, hey, life is good. I didn't know this, and just another little side note. Meditation is not about levitating in the Indian position with your hands out and God's live. It's not about that. Meditation is about focusing on one thing, like your breathing. That's a lot of times they say the breathing, and then when you feel your mind wandering, because mind wanders, there's a lot of stuff getting figured out up here. So when you feel your mind wandering, or you recognize that your mind is wandering, that you pull it back. That's meditation. You just pull it back. And if you go off for about 10 minutes, just pull it back. Just pull it back to the breathing. That's meditation. There's no, you don't have to be a Tibetan monk and levitate. Like I said, you don't have to do that. We don't have to take a vow of silence, thank God. But that being said, meditate, and hey, if I can get a minute, life is good. This is a work in progress. There's a few books that I read, not necessarily in the mornings, but I do read. This is called The Language of Letting Go. It's by Melody Beatty. She's the same person that wrote Codependent No More. And it's got daily readings with the dates and the titles, and it's a really short read, maybe 30 seconds. There's the daily reflection. There's just for today. There's a woman's way. There's so many readings out there, and if you read the Bible, if you read the Quran, you can read that. Read what you want to, as long as it sets your intention for the day to be sober, do the next right thing, and be the person you were meant to be. And I'm not saying perfect. You're not gonna, your feet are not gonna just level. It'd be levitate above the ground because you're so spiritual. This is going to keep your perspective and your mindset straight on recovery and living a sober life, a good sober life, being the person you were meant to be. So, I'm sorry I keep saying and whatever. I'm just this is just me. I'm not trying to do it perfect. I'm just me. I'm trying to help another person get sober, stay sober. So I get up in the morning, say a little prayer. I'm grateful. Some people write down 3 things that they're grateful for. I have, a couple of things that I'm gonna tell you about in just a little bit. Some acronyms I go through to help me figure out where I'm at today. So praying, a little bit of meditation. You can get the Insight Timer app. It's on Google and iOS. Google. It's on Android and iOS. The readings. You can get the email. There's also an app that I'll put in the bio because I'm not pushing any 12-step program, and I'm not pushing any kind of religion. I'm just telling you these are the things that help me get through a day in early recovery. I kept my mind focused on my recovery all day, every day, probably for the first 90 days, just to get some good footing underneath me. A good foundation, a strong foundation. But I went to a lot of meetings. That's neither here nor there. I'm not telling you to go to meetings. I'm telling you, if you want to reach out and find a 12-step program and see what it's all about, everybody's got their own thing, and you choose your path. I'm just telling you what I did. So anyway, I got that squirrel in my head. But okay, so I wake in the morning. I say I'm grateful. I do some readings, meditate, pray. I do that little prayer in the morning, the grateful prayer, and then I say the serenity prayer, which is not religious at all. It's God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I may do those prayers and meditate for about 30 seconds before I even get out of bed. And then, later on in the day, after I've had some coffee, and then I'll sit down and do a reading or something like that. Or jump on my phone and get those readings for the day. But I'm a little over 4 years sober, so, your routine will change as you get sober and as you learn more about yourself and where, in your job and your schedule and stuff like that. So I get up and go through my day. And during the day, I recognize my character defects. I recognize when I'm doing something that I used to do. I try to recognize when I'm manipulating something. And I didn't know this, but even like exaggerating something, because I will exaggerate something to make it funny. Not necessarily trying to manipulate, but although I have done that, but even exaggerating or being sarcastic, which is my superpower, okay, is a character defect. Now, a character defect is something that you have, that God has given you, that you take to the extreme, okay? So, I'm not saying you can't be sarcastic or you can't embellish, but when you take it to the extreme of lying and manipulating and trying to get what you want, trying to, predict a path or force something to happen that doesn't look like it's going to happen, those are when it's a character defect. So I try to watch out for those. I try to, stay involved, stay in touch with my network, my sober network. I do not talk to people that are using or drinking, because I know me, and I am easily swayed. And even after 4 years, I'm not at all trying to fool myself that I'm okay, that I got this, and I don't have to do another thing because I'm sober. It's not going to happen. I've got to keep doing this. This is something I do every day. And I've also heard that these are things that people have told me that's in long-term sobriety, that if you put anything above your sobriety, you're going to lose it. And if I look back in my past, when I put those drugs before everything, I lost everything. But now that I put my sobriety first, everything is great. Nothing is perfect. Nothing's great every day. Life is life. But my life is good. I'm not hiding from anybody. I'm not I'm not hiding. I'm not, avoiding. Oh my God, I check the mail. I actually check the mail, and I pay my bills. Oh God, you know, that stuff used to paralyze me. Checking the mail, answering the door. Have you lost your mind? Um, but I'm a different person today. Things are different. I'm not saying I still don't have, issues around other things, but things are different today than they used to be. But I hope some of this helps. I'm gonna put there's a story that I heard from a speaker one time that kind of helps me when I'm getting a little too wrapped up in Daphne. That I will remember this story and it kind of helps me put things in perspective. So I'm gonna just do a little short story after this, but I'm putting all those links down here. If you need a link, put something in the chat. I'll get it to you as fast as I can. You can also go. You can order books. Um, like I had every self-help book there was. It wasn't until I started using affirmations and the things that I've learned um, in programs that I'm a part of. That things started clicking for me and started making sense and started actually working to set my intentions for the day. So if you want to know about these books, send me a private message, leave a comment, like, subscribe, so I can keep doing this. Um, and hey, namaste. Stay sober today. Thanks, guys.